Selfie. You guys, we have 2 comedians left. Are we having a good time?
Yeah!
That was pathetic. Are we having a good time?
Yeah, right!
There we go! Last 2 comedians, I got some really funny guys from Rhode Island. My Rhode Island boys are here. This guy's one of my best friends in comedy. The very funny Rod Pierce, everybody!
Hey, how you doing? Great. Let's get started. How are you? Good. Yeah, we got that out of the way. You guys seem like nice people. Everyone's been very well behaved tonight. I've been running into a lot of assholes lately. I was at a Wendy's the other night. I'm kind of a foodie. I know. And I'm waiting in line and it's super busy and there's one girl working the counter. And she's dumb. She's not in fashion, but she's dumb. Like, let's just say Wendy's is her career. Well, that's not true. She can either be like, that'll be $8 for the rest of her life, or that'll be $8 for the rest of her life. The moral of that story is it's not getting much better for her, but she's trying really hard. She just can't keep up with the flow of people coming in. So I'm being patient. Some people are getting ticked off. All of a sudden, this one guy bursts through the line and goes, "Hey, Toots, can I get some crackers for my chili?" And she didn't hear him. She was busy staring at a bright light or something. I don't know what's going on up there. So he gets real pissy. He goes, "Hey, Toots, can I get those crackers?" And she's like, "Sorry, just give me 1 second." He turns to me and goes, "What an idiot. Dude, we are at a Wendy's on a Friday night. What awesome life are you rushing back to? Do you have a hot date on Snapchat later? Calm down, man. Can I get some crackers for my chili?" Dude, you ordered the worst item off the menu. The only plan you have for the rest of the night is to go home and shit out that bowl of chili. I suggest you chew your food. Now get out of here so I get a baked potato and a hand job off this idiot. Next in line, move along. So there's 2 things you hear about that you should never bring up in public. That's religion and politics. You should never bring those 2 things up unless you have a bumper sticker that clearly states your case. I don't have subways, I'm in the past, so I'm still catching up with the bumper stickers. I was behind a car the other day, and on one side it said, "Does my flag offend you? Then call 1-800-LEAVE-AMERICA." Which I thought was very clever. FYI, not a real number. Save me the time. So on one side it said, "Does my flag offend you? Call 1-800-LEAVE-AMERICA." On the other side, it said, "God bless all nations, no exceptions." The fuck are you talking about? That's like having "I'm pro-life" and then "kill them all, let God sort them out." What's the message you're trying to get across? Maybe they were fucking with people though. I like confusing, you know what I mean? Like the confusing aspect. I was thinking about getting a couple of bumper stickers for my car. And on one side, I want to get "God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve." And then on the other side, in hot pink letters, I'm going to get "Save a horse, ride a cowboy." Now, I drive a Dodge Neon. We know I'm not the cowboy. I just want some confused dude to pull up like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, giddy up, motherfucker." Strap on the feed bag. I feel like I've opened up enough to where I can share a story with you about the first time I ever touched a girl. Yeah. And for me, that was the Washington, D.C. field trip at the end of 8th grade. You guys know what this is like a mixed bag. You guys look like you were chaperones. You all look like you just got back. You know what I'm talking about, right? So you take that forever bus ride into Washington. By the time you get there, the teachers don't even like you anymore. That's just way too much time with us kids. We get off the bus, one of the teachers like, "Just let him go swim in the hotel pool." Probably in hopes we would drown. That's what I think now. But nevertheless, we all went swimming. And I always had a crush on this one particular girl, and seeing her in a bathing suit was amazing. So me, being the suave Casanova that I know that I am, decided it's time to do a little flirting. So I swam over to her, poked her on the shoulder, swam away. The bait has been set. And she took it. She swam over to me. Poke. She swam away. That went on for like 45 minutes. So finally, we met in the center of the pool, where she put her hand on my crotch. Now, I never touched a girl, never kissed a girl, never done anything with a girl. My mind is racing 1,000,000 miles a second. I do the first clear thought that pops in there. And I went under the water. This is going to get real weird for you. I went under the water, and I slowly started to climb up her inner thigh, and I punched. I punched as hard as my little 8th grade arms could. I punched her square in the vagina. Did not know you're not supposed to do that. I'd never seen one up close before. The only time I'd ever seen one was a porno, and it looked like it could take a punch. So I'm under the water going, she must love this. Nope, not even a little bit. So needless to say, 2 things happened that day. I learned how not to touch a lady, and I was forever banned from public school field trips. I wish that was a joke. I'm on a list somewhere, I know it. I always wonder what she took away from that too. Like years down the line, someone was like, hey, what was your first time like? Assault. It was kind of like an assault. Alright, you guys don't like punching vaginas? You gotta live a little. Night out on the big city, let them punch you, and that's how you find Mr. Right. 2 knuckles deep, married that fucker. It didn't really get much better with women for me. I have this weird phobia of just meeting people, you know what I mean? Like my generation, majority of the people in this room here, I don't trust you. I really don't. There's a lot of diseases out there, and I hate wearing condoms. Yeah, it's not just a hack premise for a joke, it's a fact. Having sex with a condom on is like going to a bar and ordering a no duels. Like, yeah, sure I like the taste, but I want to feel it, you know what I mean? You look like a dirty fuck, you know what I'm talking about. You got a raw dog written all over your forehead. I know how this night's ending. But you can't just come out and be like, ooh, do we have any diseases we need to discuss? No, that ruins the mood. So I always wait till I'm finished. And I like to turn it into a little bit of a joke, you know what I mean? Like we're cleaning up, I'm like, hey baby, hope you like syphilis. I'm just kidding, I don't have syphilis. Do you? I was hooking out with a girl one time and I was like, hope you like chlamydia. She was like, I hope you like babies. I did not think that was funny. Crazy thing about that story is that I went on to marry that girl. Even crazier part is after the first one popped out, I knocked her up again. I got married when I was 19 years old. And this is pretty much the response I always get when I tell people this. Is you stare at me as if I just killed a puppy on stage. Thanks. I know. I got married at 19, it gets better. I got divorced at 24. I am currently 28, so if you guys are playing along at home, I'm 28, I'm divorced, and I have 2 kids. Things are going great. I'm exactly where I always wanted to be in life. Poor. Nailed it. That's how you make a dream a reality. No, it's a lot of fun, I'm telling you. 28, divorced, 2 kids, fuckability through the roof. I'm just punching vagina all the time. It's crazy. It's terrible. It's weird, like all my friends are still like my age, so when we go out to places, we'll go to a bar and they'll be like, hey man, look at that girl, she's pretty cute. I'm like, no, that girl is a monthly payment I want nothing to do with. I've been watching all of you from the back of the room. Ladies, you are gorgeous, but when I look into your eyes, all I see is a power-hungry baby harvester. You can take that tainted twat and hit the bricks, sister. I want nothing to do with you. Most comics get laid after shows. I have middle-aged men being like, I know exactly what you're going through. It gets better, kinda, not really, shoot a butt fucked, I don't know what to tell you. Stockbroker man, is this your first marriage?
Yes, it is.
Is it?
Yes, sir.
What about the other guy? First marriage still, or is this wife number 2, 3? See, everyone, that's what money does. They stay
All
for
love.
money.
All the time.
You marry a poor comic, they're fucking gone. I don't understand why people get married more than one time. To me, that would be like if you walked up to a hot stovetop, burnt your hand, walked away for an hour, came back and said, well, this is going to be different. No, it's not going to be different. but I like being a dad. I know I get a lot of like weird looks, like people look at me and they're like, oh no, you're not a dad. I have that look where I should have strong opinions on indie rock and wear scarves in the summertime. Nope, 2 kids. Next Tuesday, I'm in charge of bringing brownies to Mrs. Ross's 2nd grade class. I've only made brownies with weed. I don't know what to do. Just, hey, go open some minds. I don't know what to tell you, kid. Just have fun. But I like being a dad. I have a 7-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter. And raising a girl is kind of weird. I don't really have the best track record with women, but I like being in charge of my daughter, you know? And she's at that age now where like everything out of her mouth is a brand new adventure for me. This happened not too long ago. I was giving my kids a bath. I take them out and drying them off. And my daughter, she looks at my son, she goes, Dad, Ian has a pee-pee and a butt. But I have 2 butts. What are you talking about? And she's sitting there like, yeah, Steve, look, check it out, Dad, look. So I have to say something. I'm like, sweetheart, the thing about boys and girls is, God damn it. You have 2 butts.